Hey there, just wanted to show some info about that 4900 Hodge and rental info through Paragon with you about it. And anywho, you probably know this already, but anyhow, just wanted to share in case not. I'll so go in here. It's easy to overlook, like simple the little things. Just under rental properties. Of course, it's I'll use this, of course, like basically like a CMA. What I'm trying to do is just trying to find what any property that was listed on the MLS for rent, and then when it closed, it'll show what it listed for, what it closed at. Most of them don't really do too much price reductions, but that being said, it's rents kind of like with a house buying and selling. It's just supply and demand. So I don't want to say like, oh, you're guaranteed to get 12.50 a month guaranteed, and then you not get it. But I think you can come pretty darn close to it. And if it isn't happening this year or next year, it will be happening very, very soon. But I'm pretty looking at what I can see. I think I think you can, or at least come very close to it. And so, what I'll do, I usually go. I just know, just from looking previously, there's not going to be a whole lot of data. So I'm just going to, a lot of times on a listing, I'll go under mapping and put an address and draw a radius around, like within and not crossing major intersections, but getting as close to it as possible. Because one subdivision to the next could be highly variable in the rental price or the asking price of the property. So for this instance, for Hodge, I don't think there's been a ton of turnover in rentals in the area. So I'm just going by zip code, previous 12 months, active, pending, closed, and that's it. I mean, we could even, since there's only 13, I mean, I usually would do the bedrooms and the baths, but we only have 13 properties to compare here. Of course, the best comparable Memphis. Whoop, just curious. 750. Started at 750, ended at 750. Definitely not using this as a comparable for Hodge. Looks like a duplex, but I do not believe it is. Just a Hillbrook. Oh, 2 bedroom. Alrighty. Maybe that's why, right? 2 bedroom. Darn it. All right, so I'm gonna just jump on down to the 3 bedroom. Actually, let's just do that. Minimum 3. Oh, no max. So what do you know? Down to 10 instead of 13. So Gill is at 950. Gill. For comparison's sake, 4900 Hodge kicks this one's butt. Hodge, it's got granite in there. Not that this area needs granite, but tougher to tear up, no doubt about it. These floors, ooh, ouch. And that being said, too, pictures aren't necessarily what they look like that day, but Westwood Home for Rent call for showings. The bedroom, White Emerald, near Fairleigh High School. The attic common area, huge backyard. On the market 58 days, started at 950, ended at 950. Rough looking property. Closed here, Main Street Renewal, 1245, 3727 Southland. Showing instructions. I was hoping to see a lease in there. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Main Street Renewal, 2 days on the market, 1245. And listed at 12:45 original, and it ended up closing at 12:45, 2 days on the market. This is December 5th, 23. Nice, clean looking photos and property. Much more of a comparison to a Hodge. This has a nice open looking floor plan that people love. Hodge does have a vent hood. It isn't installed. We do have a vent hood, just isn't installed over there yet. Yeah, these definitely not granite, but you don't need granite per se. Um, but I'd say a very good comparable to Hodge. And Hodge, yeah, brand new Goodman furnace and AC, caged AC bolted into the cement there. And so definitely pictures, listing description is what sells the property and the price. Um, and Hodge has not. I've dropped the ball on Hodge in getting those good photos up there. Certain price points, we just don't do great photos. And other than a cleaning, it hasn't had a home inspection. If it were my investment property and I were to put it on the market, I am trying to think of what it is lacking. I can't say that it needs a good cleaning for sure. Um, on the interior, and fill out a contract with the DSCR loan, not for the loan, but the buyer's agent could not recommend to their buyer client to proceed with the closing. We had one cracked window pane, and three windows still had plywood on it. We are just trying to block the view of the gas stove inside, so it remains inside at Hodge, 4900 Hodge, before we go to closing, so the sellers don't have to get another stove potentially before closing. And so that, yeah, Southland that closed was actually a good one. So these actives, could be Dreamland um, in their asking price. So 1285, 12-month lease. Woo, 136 days on market, 1270. They actually Main Street renewal. I don't believe it. They lowered not by much, but 1285 to 1270 on their asking price for their lease at 4864 Peace Street. Hopefully it is peaceful over there. Not the I mean, looks okay. I don't know what, of course, you never can really tell till you get there in person at what, like, not, why is this still for sale? That's always the questions I'll get with something on the market a long time. We were tied up good 40 days with that contract, and I cannot believe, things fall out of contract for reasons. Who could explain it? I know you've experienced the same, but this pretty decent comparable, but it hasn't closed on their lease, so I don't know if they're in dreamland out there and trying to get more. Um, Says 3 bedrooms. I'm just going to shoot down to the 3 bedroom, 1 bath, so we're uh, more spot on for our comps. So we're at another Main Street, 57 days on market, 12-month lease, 1345, still asking at 4237. War Bonnet. So peace, war, rah, right? Yeah, uh, looks decent inside. Clean, bathroom light there. No property is perfect, right? And might have mentioned it, but as you already know, it's just supply and demand. For if it isn't just supply and demand, but is this property worth what they're asking for rent? And is there any other place that's comparable that we're going to get from a renter standpoint? Like, what am I getting for my money renting this place? Do you like it? Is it a safe place? Do you like it? And how much is the rent? And you're gonna compare it with other ones for rent and being, you know, thinking that you're getting a fair deal. Is it comparable to the other ones? This one, November 0, first day on the market, 1500. No documents. Beautiful landscaped home, spacious living room, backyard. I can't say that the scene description sold this one. Um, bless you. The open floor plan probably sold this one, and looks like granite. Um, Not that everyone needs granite, just saying. Nice looking property. I was gonna say, see why they got what they were asking for rent. They probably like that bathroom. I mean, I tell you, $100 mirror can spark um, a renter's mind and like, oh yeah, this is home. So 1500, yeah, I don't want to say, yeah, oh yeah, you can rent Hodge out for your target, 1350, 1250, a month. But I believe it's highly probable that you can. Um, this is actually the agent here that listed Hodge prior to me that moved out of state. So this is a new construction, well, 2019, 1500 a month, June. So I'd say they got 1500. They got a garage and new construction, and a lot of people like that new construction. And then you got the granite. So I would say it is highly likely um, that you would get your target rate, 1250, 1350 a month for this property Hodge here. It's but no guarantees in life, right? It's and a big thing that we got on here. So the seller here, we don't have pictures in our favor. That's for darn sure. I do have some videos. I'll send you those videos of Hodge in case I already haven't. But yeah, this is tough. So we put this, or they put this over there to look like a plywood over the windows. There is plywood over 3 windows just to block the view of the stove. So that stove remains in there, and we do have a black vent hood to put up there, um, and granite countertops in here. For whatever reason, they put granite in there. Remotes for your ceiling fans that hopefully a tenant does not lose. But yeah, the pictures definitely don't do it much justice. Yeah, new Goodman unit, and I'll send you those videos of the property. No garage door in the garage. Quite a few replaced wood boards in the detached garage in the back. Uh, has a fence. Uh, but yeah, not great photos on this one. But anyhow, just wanted to run that. The rental comps did a rent-a-meter thing as well, and it's coming in around, see, it was just around $1,000. I think for the average rent in a radius around there, and those could be leases that they haven't increased over the last few years, and they may increase, may not, who knows. Anyhow, good to talk to you, and look forward to talking to you in the future.